Hello there everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today I wanted to talk about this palette. It is the new Rimmel Magnif'eyes Electric Violet Edition. And it is beautiful. I love it. I did buy the other ones, and I do have all of these palettes that Rimmel has put out over the course of, I was going to say over the years, but I don't think these palettes have been coming out over the years. I'd say over the course, I just have all these palettes, that's what I'm trying to say. And I do like them. I like them a lot. The Spice palette I think is like the most popular one right now because it's like a special gem in the collection that they have. It just has the best formula. It's really rich, pigmented, it's beautiful. And they did come out with 3 new ones. I feel like I'm slouching. Am I slouching? They have the Jules Rock one. I was going to talk about all these palettes today, but I don't feel like I have used all the shadows. I don't want to just kind of give you my overview on half the shadows. But this is the Jules Rock one. And the only shadows I have used is this section right here. I love these greens and the yellow together. I absolutely love them. Haven't even touched these yet, so I didn't want to give a review on that. But it's just a little, hey, I bought it. There it is. And then this is the crimson one. This is the one I was most excited about, and I have not even used it. The purple one I cannot put down. This is how the crimson one looks. Really, really pretty. Haven't used it yet, though. But the one we're talking about, I keep dropping these brushes. The one we're talking about today is the Electric Violet. And I am going to demo the eyeshadow for you as well. If you thought I looked weird for whatever reason, I don't know. It's because I have no eyeshadow on. Because I thought I would demo it for you today. So this palette is awesome. I really like it. It's not the Spice palette. That one, like I said, it's like a special little gem in their collection. The formula is different from all the other palettes. It's more rich. Like it's a really great rich palette. This one, the shadows are a little more, I was gonna say thin, but they're not really thin. If you have any of the other palettes, like they changed the names now, because they're called the Blushed Edition, the Nudes Edition. If you have either of those, this is a similar formula to those. So they build up fine. There's no fallout. I really enjoy it a lot. The only shadows in here that I don't really care for is this first one here. It's just a little blah shade. It kind of dusts away once you get it on your lid. It turns into nothing. Another one that I don't really care for is the dark blue over here. Looks nice and deep and dark and blue, and when you swatch it, you're like, oh my god, what a nice blue swatch. It's so hard to use, though. I cannot get that to blend at all. It's one of those shadows that the first part you put your brush on, all the shadow stays right there. It will not move. And then also, I was going to use my middle finger. Also, this one here, I could take it or leave it with this shade as well. It's just super, like, kind of a shade. Doesn't really do a lot for me, and I don't really use it at all. So this one, and this one here, if those ones were left out, like, I would still be perfectly happy with the palette. I like that they added a black. I don't really use black eyeshadow all that much, but I think it goes well with all the purples that are in here. And I know a lot of people really like blacks and stuff. But everything else in here is awesome. I really like this palette a lot, and I thought I would just show you real quick how I've been using it. I have 2 brushes here. They're both from Morphe. This is the M441, and this is the M514. So, I do already have on all my other makeup, obviously, but I have on the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Concealer as my primer, as I always do. And that's all I have on my lids right now. So first, we're going to go in with this second shade right here. It's just like a mauve matte shade. And actually, that's one of the 3 matte shades in the palette. I guess I should mention that. That one's matte, the black is matte, and this one right here is matte. All the rest are shimmers. Anyway, we're just going to coat the brush in that little mauve shade there. And then, as you may have known, or not known about me, I don't have really any techniques. This is kind of how I use the palette. I didn't grab my mirror, so I'm just going to stare at myself in the camera for a second. And also, you didn't see me dust off any fallout. I don't really have any fallout with this palette. I really, really enjoy it a lot. I kind of just do this all over the lids until it's kind of just how I want it. You know what? It's going to drive me crazy not to check in a mirror. Give me 1 second. And we're back. So that's kind of just what I do. Just get it all over the lid. I really, really love this shade. This is one of the shades also I've been reaching for all the time. Like, not even to use with the rest of the palette, just to kind of use it. I just really, really like it. So I have my mirror propped up here, and I kind of just go back and forth like that. That's how I like it. And then we're going to grab that smaller Morphe brush. I feel like I put the mirror there and it created like a shadow on this side, but you still should be able to see what I'm doing. We're going to get the other Morphe brush and go in with that shade right there. Yeah. All right. Let's pick it up. These shadows, as you can see, you do have to build them up a little bit to get them to show up on your lid, but I don't mind that. I prefer a shadow that's not overly pigmented, that you know, you're having trouble with. I'd rather build something up and, you know, make it work like that, rather than just being overly pigmented. I made a mess with it, you know what I mean? That kind of shade. Same thing on the other side, just to kind of move the shadow all around in my normal fashion of just doing this. This side always looks crazy when I do it in a video because I don't know what it is. I think just the way the light's hitting, but it's looking pretty even to me in real life. I don't know if you can see. It is looking a little bit more purple in real life, but that's fine. Isn't that weird how we call this fake life and that's real life? Or that's what I call it anyway. And then let's go in with one of these darker shades over here. How about that one? And we're just going to put that one mostly in the spot right here. I kind of just dab it right there to get the darkness. Mostly right there, and then I'll kind of drag it like this around the rest of the lid. And usually when I go in with like the darker outer corner shade, I always tap off just because I'm afraid it's going to be like too dark in the outer corner. I don't think I picked up enough on that one. Let's go back in. I'm trying my hand at doing makeup on camera more often because I think it's just so much fun. I know I said it in another video, but doing a get ready with me the other day, like I had so much fun doing that video and talking out loud to someone else while I was getting ready, and I just loved it so much. I'm gonna grab this sponge to kind of just make it a little more, I don't know, just kind of clean up the outside corner a little bit. But anyway, I've been enjoying putting makeup on camera. And then we're gonna go in with, do I do that one or do I do that one? Actually, we're gonna go with this one. Ooh. Just gonna wipe it right there for now. I have that swatch still on my thumb. On my ring finger. We're just gonna pick that one up with our ring finger, and then just dab it on the lid, just for some brightness. I don't normally like this kind of stuff. I thought it was so funny because Kittykatbeauty, I swear me and her sometimes are like on the same wavelength. She did a video, she was doing a haul video, and she was talking about she never really would do like matte in the crease and like do that kind of stuff, and then a shadow and then a darker outer corner. Like, you know, that typical setup for a makeup look. She would just do shimmer on her whole lid, and I was like, that's how I always was. I would just do whatever shadow all over the entire area here and then call it a day. And I have been loving so much trying different things. Like doing the brightness on the lid right now is something I never ever would have done before. Doing dark in the outer corner, although you can't really, it's not too dark, but it's dark for me. It's not what I normally would do. It's not something I would normally do. And I've just been loving it lately. And I thought that was so funny that she mentioned that, because I'm like, that's exactly where I am with eyeshadow right now. So that's the look. Let me grab some mascara, eyeliner, be right back. Alright, so I put on a little of the Makeup Forever eyeliner in the waterline, and then some Monsieur Big mascara, obviously on the lashes, and that is that. That's how the eyeshadow came out. I really enjoy this palette a lot. Where did I put it? Put it back there. And I have these other two new palettes sitting right here, and I have been reaching for this one over those ones. I just really love the purples a lot. I really think it's awesome that they released an all purple palette. in the sea of all the warm orange palettes, even though they did release a palette just like that. But I like that they're doing different things with their palettes now. I love the direction Rimmel's been going with their line. And yeah, I love it. If you've been interested in trying this, I like it a lot. I know that who gave it? Someone who talked about it. Emily Noel 83 kind of said pass on this, but I think she's crazy. I love this palette. I love the looks I've been turning out with it, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have tried this palette or the other two, please let me know your thoughts on them. I would love to know them. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in another one. Goodbye.